Hi, everyone. I am Ashley Cavasos. I'm super honored to be here. Thank you, DriveCentric, for asking us to be a part of your Power Hour. And just wanted to kind of go through some of the best practices we work on at Walzer, what we focus on. In particular, we're going to be talking about fumbles and video. So, really, how do you lead during the game? There's so much data and great information in DriveCentric, but these are two things that are some big game changers. So don't fumble. First of all, what is a fumble? A fumble is anything that takes you over 60 minutes to respond to when it comes to a customer's text message, email reply, or even just the first lead response. You want to make sure you're not fumbling. Why? Customers and consumers are impatient. Speed is everything to today's buyers, and their patience wears out after 10 minutes. And think about it for yourself. When you're on your phone and you're texting with somebody, after a while, if they take too long, you probably put your phone down, forget about the conversation. They text you back an hour later and you're like, oh gosh, I totally forgot I was talking about that with that person. So we have to make sure that we stay on top of that with our customers, especially because they are hot at that moment. They submitted a request to us, so they're on their phone or their computer device. You want to make sure that you're responding right away. And especially when they're texting and emailing with us, you got to be prompt and think about it for yourself and put yourself in their shoes. So the data does support it. 82% of consumers rate an immediate response as important or very important when they have a marketing or sales question. 90% of consumers rate an immediate response as important or very important when they have a customer service question. In general, let's just remember 85% of them think it's an immediate response that they want right away. So keep that in mind. You do not want to fumble. And we focus on that very highly at Walzer. We want to make sure our customers are getting taken care of and that they're getting the answers they want, when they want them, how they want it. So one thing we like to incorporate into our responses is video. And you heard Heath talk about that a little bit, but we really do have a video culture as well here at Walzer. And why not? There are over 244.4 million digital video viewers in the United States. And 54% of our consumers want to see more video content from a brand or business they support. And we know for sure when it comes to automotive, 60% of auto shoppers who use video during the research process reported visiting a dealership or dealer website after watching a video of a vehicle they were considering. So when you get that customer response, you want to send a video, you want to put your face in front of them. So they start feeling comfortable as well. When they walk into the dealership, they want to know who they're working with, and also to create transparency. I'm not that like crusty car dealer you may see in those commercials. Also, I have the car here for you. So send that walk around video. It also helps if you have some salespeople who are struggling with, I know we see it a lot. They're struggling with the technology or with like typing up an email. They're not sure what to say. And then you put them in front of a camera, and surprisingly, they are much more comfortable in front of a camera responding to a customer than they are typing on an email. So that is a lot of the discussions we have with our stores and our sales teams, and they love it. I have some very veteran salespeople who at first were like, oh gosh, you want me to do video? And now they're like, I don't follow up any other way. It is only through video. If a customer emails me, they can't really read my tone through text. But if I send them a video, they can see how excited I am. They can understand that I am not grumpy, or however you may take or interpret my my words to be via text. So especially with response times, we love it. It helps us get in front of our customers a lot faster, and it sets us apart from the competition and everybody else who's out there. So we actually have a video for you today to see. This is Phil Pryor. He is one of our customer specialists at our Toyota dealership. Now he's actually been promoted to a different position, and you'll see why when you see this video. But this is Phil's appointment confirmation video, and really sets it apart, and we encourage it. We want our sales team to bring their whole selves to work, and part of that is bringing who you are, have fun with your job. It doesn't have to be serious all the time.
Hey Abby, this is Philip with Walzer Toyota. I'm just checking really to see if the car is still available. Looks like it's available on the website. And it looks like the keys are here too. It's looking good. It's looking good. I hear it. Ah, it's here. It hasn't been sold. Woo! We made it. it. I'll see you at 11.
And who wouldn't want to buy a car from that guy, right? And he did sell the car, and we are one point of contact. And so Phil did get everything that he wanted to make sure the customer was protected with her purchase. She trusted him. She believed that he had her best interests at heart. That's what video does for you. So we have a lot of fun with it. But um, you want to make sure when we talk about fumbles, we talk about video, you're coaching during the game. And one of the great things about DriveCentric is you get that data and you're able to do it in real time and you're able to do it day by day. So this is just an example of a report that we share with our stores. And then we even break it down by teams. But in particular, you can see our fumble rate. So we have the stores, we're competitive in automotive, so we like to stack them up. Who's got the best fumble rate, and they go after it. They want to make sure, one, that they're in the green and that they're at the top of that list. So we like to set ourselves up for 5% or less fumble rate is the goal. And the reason is we don't think we'll ever get to 0%. You get pretty close, but there are times you're going to miss things. You have customers on the showroom floor and your managers and your salespeople are busy with those customers. So you're going to miss a few here or there, or we have seen it where customers have an automated responder that just keeps shooting back to you as every reply. There's another reply from the automated responder, and you're never going to win. So unfortunately, you have to ignore that conversation. You don't want to just keep that going for the sake of it, right? So one of the other great things to keep in mind with coaching during the game is you want to hold your managers accountable as well. And we do that. Our managers there's always got to be a lifeguard on duty. So our managers are always watching if their teams, so we're in teams of 4 to 6 salespeople. So if their salespeople are busy with customers and managers are watching those responses, they're staying on top of it. So it's everybody from the top down, the managers, the salespeople, everybody in the store is responsible for making sure that customers is getting responded to. And we also look at video, right? Our goal for ourselves is a minimum of 150% video, and we actually average about 34,000 videos a month out of our group. We have some stores, as you can see at the top, our Chevrolet dealership, 258% video to leads. So as a total, they sent 1,800 that month. I have a store, as you can see, Toyota. They sent almost 5,000 videos in 1 month alone. And customers love it, and they walk in, they're like, hey, you're the person from the video. I'm like, yep, yes, I am. And our managers are sending video. Everybody's involved, and they see the impact that it has on our customers. So that data I actually pulled straight from DriveCentric. I just transferred it into my spreadsheet, but you can pull that in the Internet Lead Report, and we look at business hours. It's not quite fair to hold them accountable for anything after hours. We don't expect our teams to work 24/7 around the clock, but we are looking at business hours. So you can see I've got boxed up our response times, business hour fumble right here, and messages. So we're looking at that first lead response and that text and email response. And ideally, I mean, obviously you want your first lead response to be at a low fumble rate, but you really want to also look at your responses, because when that customer is engaged with you, these numbers should be very low. And you can kind of outline, like, as you can see here, these are the sales people you can see who might be struggling with their fumble rates, and you can look at this each day and work on improving that number with them and come up with a game plan. Also, is you as a manager, are you watching for them? If this salesperson is always with customers or they have appointments, we can't expect them to watch this while they have a customer in front of them. So DriveCentric makes it really nice with that report. And then we love to have fun with video. So we like to throw contests out there, highlight the people who are being superstars in video. So you can see this was our 300 club. We had a group of salespeople who were all across our group. Anybody that was in the 300 or above club, they got highlighted in a daily email that we do to all of our sales staff. And we actually had one salesperson who was at 600 videos in 1 month. He was a new hire. He was maybe about 3 months in. We are one point of contact. So there is no BDC. There is no finance manager. These people are all 3 of those: the BDC, the salesperson, and the finance manager. And they see how effective and efficient video is for them, and they're sending it and they're succeeding with it. They're becoming top salespeople. Their appointments, they have a high set rate, a high show rate. They're above 50% appointments sold. And especially when it comes to not having a finance manager, what do your finance numbers look like? They are above average in VSC numbers as well. So this is kind of just an example of the progress. And we started from the bottom. You don't know what you don't know. And so when we first launched DriveCentric, it's about a year ago. And when we got all our stores wrapped up and we had the numbers in front of us, it was about May of 2021. And we looked at the numbers and we're like, okay, 18% average fumble rate. Not too bad, right? But we can definitely do better. Video to leads was 86%. And when we first started off with DriveCentric, as we onboarded each store, that number kept climbing. So this is after we onboarded all the stores. We're at 86%. When we initially onboarded DriveCentric a year ago, or January of 2021, we were actually at 39% video to leads. And that is not just video, it's canned videos, which is like almost embarrassing to share that with you. But these are duplicated videos, and we were only at 39% video to leads at that time. But as we onboarded each store on DriveCentric, we started measuring personalized videos. So not videos that were sent, same video sent to 20 people. We weren't counting any of those. These are personalized videos. By May, we were at 86%. We put these numbers in front of our team. We're coaching during the game. And each month we saw those numbers start to improve. Our fumbles dropped, our videos climbed. November was a big peak for us. We were at 160% video to leads, and we had 4% fumbles. This past February, we ended at 5.5% fumbles and 125% video to leads. So not quite where I want to be, but I know, we're all working through a lot of the same problems with inventory and all of that. And so, we're getting back on track with that, but definitely we're not losing. We're not going to get back to 18% fumbles. We're teetering in that 5% range, and video is going to stay at 125 or above. Definitely want to make sure every single customer is getting one video or more. So, like I said, DriveCentric really helps us coach during the game. We can talk about fumbles, we can talk about videos, but what about selling cars? Like, that's what we're here to do. Well, what are we seeing since we started looking at these numbers? We've seen overall higher engagement with the stores who are achieving that fumble rate and video goal. They have 80% of their leads engaged. They have some of the highest appointment set rates in our group. And overall, we're seeing an increase of appointments sold. We had a 9% increase in appointments sold from when we launched DriveCentric and started focusing on fumbles and video. And we're starting to dominate in market share because we are growing our customer database. We're taking advantage of each opportunity that comes to us, every request that comes in. DriveCentric makes it so easy for us to see those responses with their notifications and their simplified dashboard. So it's been really great for us. And sometimes we wonder, I know our CEO had been talking with Dave at DriveCentric for a few years, and it's like, why did it take us so long? And now we're like, gosh, we can't imagine any other way. So yeah, that's what I got. If you have any questions, just want to make sure I throw my contact info out there. My name is Ashley Cavasos. I am the Director of Digital Performance for Walser Automotive Group. You can reach me on my cell phone via text, phone call, 361-726-6026, or you can also reach me on LinkedIn under Ashley Cavasos. But I hope you'll have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to contacting or touching base with anybody who would like to talk about this further, has any questions. Thank you, everybody.